All right, guys, in today's video, we have some very significant PS5 news and updates to go over and discuss. So before we dive into it, if you could do me a favor, hit the like button to help the video out, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and hit the bell notification icon as well. But the first thing we are going to discuss is the PlayStation 5 release date potentially being moved up in certain regions of the world, specifically the UK, France, and Germany, because these three countries, I believe, are set to go on full lockdown very soon. And so it seems Sony may be deciding to move the release date in these countries up to the 12th, which is very interesting. So it says here that Sony Interactive Entertainment is reportedly considering delaying or bumping the PS5 release date in select European countries due to the recent lockdown measures that are being put in place. England, for example, is set to enter a nationwide lockdown this Thursday in a bid to combat increased infection rates. This news comes via Reddit, and the user is named The Neen. Apparently, this user was contacted by Game UK and informed that Sony is looking to change the release date due to the lockdowns being imposed. And so it says Sony is supposedly considering moving the release date of the PS5 in UK, France, and Germany. And so the big question is, are they moving it up or are they delaying it? And so I honestly don't have an answer for you guys in this video because we are awaiting an official update from Sony. We still haven't heard anything from Sony. There's a chance that by the time this video is made public and finished, that we could hear something officially from Sony. But we do have a little bit of an update. It says German retailer Media Market has started contacting customers to inform them that the outlet will begin shipping PS5 consoles on November 12th. So that's exactly 1 week earlier than the UK and European release date. And so we don't know whether or not this is like a retailer-based decision, if they got the green light from Sony, and if Sony's basically saying, hey, if you're able to ship them out on the 12th, then go ahead and do so. Still, though, we don't really have any significant update, as far as I know anyway, when it comes to people who have these consoles pre-ordered in the store, the people who are, set to go into the store. I think we do have an update for the Xbox Series X potentially in the UK. And so Game UK actually put out a tweet, and the tweet says Xbox Series S/X store pre-orders, please come and pre-purchase your console from now until Wednesday evening. You will then be able to collect your console on launch day between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Xbox All Access customers will be contacted directly tomorrow with further instruction. Now, as far as I know, they haven't said anything specifically about the PS5, which is unfortunate, but I have to assume that they're going to do something similar. And so another tweet that they put out, and this is actually pinned, says, we are working to understand the latest government guidance and will provide updates on pre-orders when we have them. Please check your local store's Twitter feeds for updates and keep an eye out on your emails, junk, spam folders for further information in the coming weeks. So yeah, as of right now, guys, it is still kind of up in the air, unfortunately, for those who are really hoping that they're going to be able to get their PS5s the day they launch. I mean, the timing of this is extremely unfortunate, obviously, and certainly not ideal, but this is just the way it's going to go down. And so if you are somebody listening to this who is nervous about, what's going on, and you're afraid you're not going to be able to get your pre-order when it launches, I would recommend, just calling your local retailer, wherever you have it pre-ordered from, see if you can get any updates specifically from them. So hopefully it all works out. Hopefully the dates are moved up for everybody that this affects, and there won't be anybody that has to basically say, well, I pre-ordered my PS5, but I'm going to have to wait till who knows when now to get it, because that would be quite unfortunate. But moving on from that, we're talking about in my opinion, a significant update about Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart coming directly from Insomniac Games. It's a significant update, but I can't sit back and tell you guys that it's all too surprising. They were basically asked by a Twitter user whether or not Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart will be making its way to PS4. And this is understandable because a lot of us were under the impression for quite some time that all of the PS5 games that were announced will be PS5 only. And at the last minute, it was revealed that games such as Spider-Man Miles Morales and most surprisingly Horizon Forbidden West will in fact be releasing on PS4. But Insomniac Games did respond and they said it's a PS5 exclusive, essentially confirming what we all suspected, and that is Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is a true PS5 exclusive. And this to me, again, isn't too surprising because the way that Insomniac Games and Sony have been talking about Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, they really have made it seem like this is one of the first PS5 exclusives to really try to take full advantage of the SSD and the IO throughput that the PS5 offers, to the point where they would actually have to alter the game's design in a fundamental way and change the way the game works to make it work on a platform such as the PS4. So they're just going to keep it on the PS5. Now, obviously, we still don't know about the next God of War. That's the next big question that people have is, will God of War Ragnarok be a cross-gen title, or is it going to be PS5 only? The assumption is, since it's probably going to come out sometime in late 2021, that it will be a PS5 only title, but still, we don't know yet. But at least with Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, we know it will be. And I also have noticed that they're, ever since Sony announced that some of these games are going to be cross-gen, there's been this kind of narrative that, oh, all PS5 games are cross-gen just like Microsoft. And I've tried explaining this in the past that that's not true, actually. Even at launch, Demon's Souls is a PS5 only title. It's not releasing on any other platform other than the PlayStation 5. Now, we also have explicit confirmation from Insomniac Games that the same can be said for Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. So while there are some games that are cross-gen, there's others that will be exclusive only. And, it's just different from the approach that Microsoft is taking, where Microsoft has made it clear that for the first year or two, all of their games are going to be cross-gen. At least that's what Microsoft made it sound like. So anyway, moving on from that, we need to talk a little bit about Fortnite. I know we don't normally talk about Fortnite on the channel here, but they did let us know what their next-gen upgrades are going to entail. And what's important about this, and the reason why I'm highlighting it, is because it's another game where it will be taking full advantage of some of the PlayStation 5's unique features. So it says here, Epic Games has detailed what exactly players can expect from Fortnite's next-gen upgrade, which launches on the respective release dates for PS5 and the Xbox Series. Most notably, the free-to-play experience runs at 4K resolution at 60 FPS on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. On the Xbox Series S, however, it's only going to run at 1080p 60 frames per second. And players on all next-gen platforms should be pleased to learn that 60 FPS support is also possible in split-screen mode. But thanks to the DualSense, PlayStation 5 players are bound to feel even more immersed in Fortnite's next-gen upgrade. For one, Epic integrated haptic feedback support across all ranged weapons, in addition to general vibration support. Fortnite will support PS5's activities as well, which appear on the home screen. As a result, players have the choice of starting with the ability to go straight into the Battle Royale lobby with either solo, duos, or squads selected. So yeah, I just thought that this was worth noting because it is another third-party multi-platform title that is taking advantage of the DualSense and also taking advantage of the activities feature that the PS5 will have on offer. So in a way, the PS5 does kind of have a little bit of an advantage here, in my opinion, especially when you hear just how impressed people are with the DualSense controller. And so, yeah, I also wanted to mention this because a lot of people have been saying that they are nervous that there won't be enough third-party support for the DualSense, but there have been lists of all the games that are supporting the DualSense, and it's a pretty extensive list. Now, whether or not it's going to continue to grow over the next couple of years, hopefully it will, but to me it seems like with how impressive the DualSense is, it seems like it's just a matter of time until Microsoft is basically forced to adopt the technology into their controllers, because I think it's really going to be a game changer based off of what we've been hearing. I know for some that may sound a bit dramatic, but I don't know, man. Really sounds like people are incredibly impressed with the haptics in the DualSense, to the point where it's going to become basically standard, maybe even an industry standard moving forward for controllers, which would be crazy. So yeah, that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I really hope you found it informative. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon so you never miss an upload, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.